Alrighty, I'm going to show you guys how to filter, and you can't say you're scared of it anymore. You're only going to need two things. You're going to need the ladle and your fryer's friend. First, you want to check your filter pan, make sure it's good. I usually change it when this starts getting higher than this bar. So this is pretty good. It's got a little bit of crumbs, but once the crumbs start getting higher than here is when I change it. So that's good. You want to take your ladle, get some oil, just kind of rinse all the crumbs out. Got little crumbs on the side, stuff like that. Then you want to get you a ladle of oil, kind of just lay it to the side like that. First and foremost, this does have like a filter option and everything. Don't worry about it. Just turn the fryer off. Once the fryer is off, make sure it's off. If you, just for example, if we turn it on, if you open the drain while it's on, it will beep at you. So that's all that means. So just make sure it's off. You got your yellow handle is your pump, which is this right here. And then your red handle is your drain. That is the same for every single fryer. Red handle drain, yellow handle pump. And then same for the French fry one. You want to open your drain all the way and it will start draining. If it drains really slowly, you probably got something stuck in there. So you kind of just want to wait a second until it gets a little bit lower. You want to take that ladle of oil that I told you to keep, kind of just rinse all the extra crumbs down. Kind of shake that off. Then you want to come back down here, yellow handles pump, turn the pump on. What this is going to do is it's going to fill up the oil from the back and push it to the front. You can't really see it, but it's just kind of pushing it. This is where your fryer's friend comes in. If you have anything stuck in there, anything blocking it, you can kind of put it in between and kind of just rub it around. And then you could put it in the front right here. The drain is directly in the back, so you can go down and straight back and kind of wiggle it. Make sure it goes all the way through, making sure nothing's blocking it, clogging it up. You want to make sure that as it's flushing, it's not filling up. If it's filling up as it's flushing with your drain open, there's something blocking it. Just let it flush for a little bit. If you haven't filtered in a while, you kind of let it flush for a little bit longer, but the oil was just changed, so it's kind of good. Once you let it flush for a minute, you want to keep pump on and close the drain. Once you close the drain, don't turn the fryer on yet. And as you can see, once you close the drain, it will just keep filling, so it'll eventually fill it up. Now, if you filter in the middle of a rush and you kind of need this filter kind of fast, once it gets kind of about halfway, right about there, you can turn the power button on, and this will start warming the oil back up as it's filling up. And you just filtered. Last thing to do is just turn the pump off. What you want to wait for though is just make sure that you see bubbles. Not those bubbles, you want to see like air bubbles coming up from the fryer when it's done with the oil in the pan. Kind of just wait a moment here. So you're waiting for those bubbles. What those bubbles mean is the pump is now sucking air out of the filter pan and just shooting it into oil. That's what you're seeing right there. Once you start seeing that, you know that there's no more oil in the filter pan. You can turn your pump off and you're done filtering.